Hello everyone, welcome to a Frontier Elite 2 stream. It's been a while since I played this. It's actually probably the last time I played it was for the Frontier Fundamentals series. So yeah, how's it going everyone? Let me know if the music's too loud. Hello Laskin, Ritu, Dennis and Tomo123. How's it going? It's Sunday afternoon, or morning, or evening, depending where you are. Gears of Games, hello! Welcome in, it's been a while. It has been a while. Yeah, so, it's funny you mention Frontier Fundamentals, Dennis, because that's actually the reason I'm playing this today. Because I was asked to be a guest on a podcast, which I'm going to be recording soon. So I thought to talk about this game because they saw my Frontier Fundamentals series and were like, okay, this guy knows about this game, so let's talk to him. So I'm going to be on that podcast, DOS Game Club. This podcast, DOS Game Club, even though this is the Amiga version, but you know, same difference, close enough. And yeah, so I'm doing a bit of revising. I'm gonna play this game for a bit and get familiar with it again. So I thought I'd just do it on stream. Why not? Yeah. I'm glad to hear that, Dennis, that this was the Frontier Fundamentals was your favourite series of mine. I think it was one of the best things I did, honestly, on this channel. So yeah, I'm glad, and people have come back. People have told me repeatedly over the years that it's been useful, and that's really gratifying. Like I started that series my first year on YouTube, and it's weird going back to it because I sound different. I sound all timid and so this is Frontier Fundamentals, and I'm like, now I'm just like, all right, this is Frontier Fundamentals, mate. Let's get on with it, you know. Like that's not really how I am, but you get the idea. I'm just exaggerating. Yeah, party like it's 1993, indeed. Yes, indeed. The DOS version. Yes. What's his name? Chris something. I did write this down because I made some notes. But yes, the original was made for the Amiga and Atari ST in assembly code. Assembly code? Who programs in assembly code? David Braben, that's who. Because he's like that. It's a damn impressive feat. I mean, look at this game. Yeah, we're going to finish the intro because it's awesome, and then we'll get into it. Played this on a borrowed Amiga 1200. Yeah, you really needed a 1200 or better to play this because the 500 is choppy AF. Yeah, Sawyer, Chris Sawyer, that's it. That's the guy. Frontier is the long-awaited sequel to Elite by, PC conversions. Even though this isn't the PC version, it's still credited there. That's nice. Yeah. Okay, let's do the standard start, shall we? I usually start in Mars because it gives you a little bit of a boost, but what a pretty planet we start on, and a windy one. 10 FPS indeed. Yeah, the ST version's a bit slow. It's a bit rough. Okay, so anyone here unfamiliar with this game? I'm guessing not, but yeah. So let's just do a little intro. So this game is set in the real Milky Way galaxy, or an approximation of it. We have Sol over here. This is Earth's solar system. We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, that's the one. Yeah, I always forget that one. Mars, Ceres, interestingly. Beltalowda. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The mouse sensitivity is always a bit weird in this game. Transport Tycoon was coded in Assembler too. Yeah, and Roller Coaster Tycoon, I believe. Same guy, right? But yeah, I can't even imagine. Like, I remember I saw a thing where he was talking about, David Braben was talking about trying to port the game himself, and it's like such a mess of assembly madness, you know, because it's optimized to hell. And when you optimize, you make it less readable. So it's hard. I can't imagine what it looks like. I have a hard enough time programming in high-level languages. Panther Clip are coming to Elite Dangerous in 2 weeks. Wow. Well, yeah, we'll talk about Elite Dangerous, but we're having such a nice time. Let's not get into that. So let's Yeah, so you start off with this little craft, Eagle Long Range Fighter. It's a bit choppy. I could have set up this a little better, but never mind, it'll do. More authentic experience, probably. So, first thing I'm going to do is sell off my 1 megawatt pulse laser. Because we need money. We need money so much. So, we're in the Ross 154 system. Why wouldn't they rename it? Like, where do you live? Ross 154. Okay, sure. Well, we live on Merlin. Merlin. So all the planets are named Dust Ball, apart from Ross 153. You know what's annoying, though? Is that finding exoplanets, they name them with a letter, right? So this would be actually Ross 154C, not 3. But that's exactly the opposite of what they did on Star Trek, right? It's like, you know, Orion 3. It's not Orion C. So yeah, you just ruined Star Trek's exoplanet boys and girls and non-binary folk. Just why? Just yeah. So anyway, complaining about numbers aside, when you a lot of this is about trading. So we have major imports, minor imports, major exports, minor imports, and illegal goods. So you can trade in illegal goods if you want, but it's a bit naughty, isn't it? So let's just buy some animal meat, because I think the law on this planet is that, like, so this is a world with indigenous life and oxygen atmosphere, so we can get meat from that. We can eat the local animals. I don't know if you could eat alien animals from a different biosphere. Because would you have the enzymes to denature their proteins? I don't know. Would their proteins even be made of the same stuff? These are all very unimportant questions that we will not be answering today. Let's just buy some animal meat. I think we start off with a ton of hydrogen fuel. We do. So we need that to make our jump. Let's get going, shall we? Where are we going? We're going to Barnard Star, the next door neighbour of Sol. And one of the 2 perfectly safe systems in this game. There are never any pirates. Yeah, that is a little choppy. That's okay. Let's take a little stroll around the dome, shall we? Look at that. How cool is that? So it looks to me like Merlin. Hang on. Let's put ourselves in engines off mode, which is an odd name. What it really means is full manual control. So if I, oh wait, that's the wrong shift. There we go. So that was reverse thrust. It just pushes me back a little. And we can just ride on inertia. So we've got some forward inertia. Oh, vacate the area. Okay, sure. There we are. Do some forward thrust. Now we can do this flyby. So because my engines are off, I'm not thrusting in the direction I'm facing. So I can quite safely just coast by on inertia. You can see my altitude is still going up. My engines aren't firing. I've just like launched myself. I'm ballistic. I'm a ballistic missile. I'm a ballistic boy. Yeah, just thinking about assembly language can give you a right old headache. But that's one of the cool things about this game, the Newtonian physics model, right? It's quite distinct from some other games which just have the kind of arcade flight model. Yeah, so if I just accelerate a little, we are heading towards the ground now. So you can see this here. That's my vector. What's our vector, Victor? Let's just see if we can get into there. So my altitude's decreasing a little, but we're okay. Just coasting by. How cool is that? Okay, let's not crash. There we are. I wish there was a way to activate your ventral thrusters. Bottom thrusters, if you like. Ooh, bottom thrusters. Oh dear. But you can only do forward and backward, I believe. Even though you have all these thrusters. So if I go into external view and then put on like if I rotate my ship a bit, sometimes you'll see the bottom and there. See the ventral thruster firing there. But oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to do it, actually. Maybe there's a mod or something. But yeah, someone asked me a question earlier on and I completely ignored it. Is it modded D3D OpenGL missions? No, this is the pure vanilla version because I wanted the authentic experience for my replaying. Remember being impressed by seeing the thrusters? Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? You probably could eat the animals, but it's probably poisonous or non-nourishing. I mean, yeah, you could stick it in your mouth and chew, but that's true of a lot of things. You shouldn't do that with. So yeah, let's just get out of this atmosphere. Through the clouds, Joey. Yeah. The graphics are really impressive for the time. Should we take a little tour of, what is this planet called? Asta. Yeah, let's see if we can, look how cool it is. The clouds have shadows and everything. And I think the graphics have survived pretty well compared to other games from this time because it's flat shaded polys. I think the DOS version has some textures, and I think that makes it actually survive a little less well than this version because, you know, flat shaded looks better these days than old blocky textures, especially if they're blurry. Fortunately, there's no texture blurring in this, so it's always yeah, that's a good point, Clinton. That you do need them, but when you launch, it's automatic. So you press the button, and it automatically fires the rear thrust, the ventral thrusters for you. Can you turn up some of the graphics? Turn off some of the graphics? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Music. Oh, we've got to turn music and battles on. Oh, level of shape detail, space dust, background stars. Let's turn everything down and see how bad it looks. Targeting tunnels. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We've lost our cockpit. Background stars are gone. It is running better. Yeah, look at those thrusters. That's so cool. Like the way that the flame is only visible like slightly past the back of the ship. Love it. But yeah, I think I want to turn it. Let's put the settings on very high and see what that looks like. It doesn't. The performance isn't that different, really. I could have messed around with the emulator settings a bit, but to make it faster. When I did the Frontier Fundamentals, I was running it on like a oh yeah, I never liked this one. Turn this song off. There we go. Yeah, the PC version does have textures. But yeah, this is... Let's see how close we can get to Asta. Could speed up time, but I want to see if we can get there in real time. I'm just taking a leisurely stroll. I'm not going to try to get very far in this stream. Let's get our thrust up to like 100,000. One good thing about this ship is it does have a lot of thruster power. Yeah, this is going to take forever. Let's if we get up to enough kilometers per second, you can see it moving. It's always a little weird. Like the resolution is so low that the sort of you get this wobble effect. When this game came out, it was my life for like 3 months. It was my life for a long time. I don't know. It's hard to remember like how long it really was, but it felt like forever. I would just play this for hours on end, day after day. You know, I just put on something on the TV like Star Trek, play this on my Amiga. I think I had 2 TVs in my room. I had one for watching stuff and one for playing games. You know. And then I would just while away the hours. This is the Amiga version. And welcome in, Oberlitum and Pebble Garden and Andrew Gillett. There's lots of people here today. Anthony Struss, welcome in. One of your favourite games of all time. Awesome. Bottom thruster to the S key. Well, that's AI for you. Fond memories of playing this in the A500. Can't say I know what it was doing, but had a lot of fun. Awesome. And hello, Sam. Yeah. So this game, as far as I know, until Elite Dangerous, was the first attempt to simulate an entire galaxy, and a lot of this is real stars at real distances. So like Barnard Star, Ross 154, Epsilon Indy, Everson Array, Ross 128. Of course, when you get a bit outside, like this, you start to get into these random names like Eastway, right? And if you keep going, a lot of this just becomes procedurally generated, and it's just kind of random stuff, and you can't even see the details of these systems because see, it says at the bottom, unexplored system, no data available. So you have to actually, when you do this, you get no data, so you can't actually really explore there. I mean, you can, but you need a fuel scoop and all kinds of things, and and there's not much reason to do it, you know. All right, let's speed up time a bit. You know what? Actually, something I want to do. I want to try to get into orbit because that's something you can do in this game. Because it has a proper Newtonian physics model. So before we do anything else, let's see if we can get into orbit. Now the question is, what is going to be our orbital velocity? Because we're probably going to just pass right by this. Let's see. I think we are. Are we getting closer to it? I mean, are we getting pulled towards it? Is the question. I think we're probably going too fast for orbit. So let's get close to it and then try that. Reverse thrust. Now, unlike Elite Dangerous, these rings are not substantial. We're not going to crash into them or anything. You got into orbit around a white dwarf. Did you see a planet called La La Land? You might be thinking of Lalande. I don't know what. Like a lot of the planets are named after, you know, their kind of astronomical discovery index sort of thing, and so there's a bunch of different. That's why there's a bunch of different Ross. So there's Ross 154, Ross 128, Wolf 359, Wolf 424, and then where's Lalande? It's one of these. Let's see. Lalande 25374. Yeah, we should be looking at what we're doing here. Yeah. Are we in orbit? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell, honestly. Have I played Pioneer Space Sim? I have not. I've heard about it. Go for the planet Edge. Yeah. So it looks like we might be in orbit. Because, let's see. It's an elliptical orbit. I mean, of course it is. We can probably gauge it by looking at our distance there. If the distance starts to go down far enough. Oh, yeah, we're in orbit. Look at that. See? How cool is that? How cool is that? And it's stable. You know, we're not. So if you just look at the distance, so it goes off screen a bit, but so we're moving between 55,000 kilometers and 72, and you can see it just keeps moving between them. I think if I go to the orbital view, we might actually be able to see this. So where are we? How do we do this? I don't remember. Do we show up on this map? Oh, maybe. Hmm. Ah, there's the orbit lines for the planets. Oh, I think we're this pink splodge here. Yeah, so we're that pink dot. So if we do... Oh, it's not... It doesn't update in real time. That's the problem. I remember now. But if we zoom forward a little bit and then switch back... Huh. Yep, see, you can see we're moving around the planet. I wish it updated in real time. That's too bad. But you can see we are spinning around it. That's cool. I love that. Like, there's no use for this in the game, but the fact that the physics model is just, it works. There's proper gravity and everything. You know, like, I'd played games like this before. I played Mercenary 3, which has, you know, a kind of open world with planets and stuff, but it's very unrealistic, you know, whereas this is it's got Newtonian physics, man. Look at that. Look at that. Of course, the actual real speed of orbit is so small, so slow. You know, look at this. This is real speed. You can't even tell. Yeah. You worked at Frontier Developments from 1999 to 2013. Wow, that's super cool. Did you work on Elite Dangerous? Because that came out in 2014, I think. Wow, it's been out 11 years. Wow. You failed attempts at doing Elite Four and made games like Dog's Life and Rollercoaster Tycoon. Yeah, because wasn't there an attempt to make Elite Four a lot sooner than Elite Dangerous? Man, you should be on the podcast. That's amazing. Pioneer Space Sim is pretty good. Just Elite 2 clone. Yeah, that sounds great. Use the arrow keys on the lower right of the map. It will change the time frame. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. But will it... Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Look at it go. Whee, look at me orbit. Whoa. Of course, Oh, because I'm centered on... Let's center on Asta. Yeah, look at that. I have to go backwards, of course, because it won't predict the future. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Look at it go. I wonder how... If we go back far enough, will it... Let's show my original path. Oh, look at that. That's super cool. Okay. Let's retrace our steps a little. Oh, because we're gonna get to... Because we start on January... What's it? January 1st. So... Oh, no, maybe not. Huh. What was my ship doing then? Okay, maybe it's just a little off. So, can we see the part at which we leave Merlin? No, I guess it's a little inaccurate. But there, look. We go a bit too fast. Slow down. Come back. No, wait. This is wrong. Because the time is wrong. So now is when we should be on Merlin. I don't know. Maybe okay. Who knows? Anyway, we saw it for a bit and it was cool. Hey, Arcturus, how's it going? Amiga God, welcome in. You first saw us on a demo disc with CU Amiga, fell in love with the game. Yeah. I was trying to remember where I got it. Like, I vaguely remember this pack called the Award Winners Platinum Edition, I think, and it had this guy on the box going like, and then like 3 games around him. With this game and Lemmings and Civilization. What's the 3? What are 3 things? I was going to say pair, but that's 2. Anyway, should we go do some trading? Let's go to Barnard Star. Okay, hyperspace time. Pew. Let's put the stars on. Oh, we see some asteroids here. That's cool. let's set our velocity to 0 and then get close to an asteroid. Now these only show up in your first few jumps, and I don't know why, but you never see them again after a while. It's maybe they're hard-coded to appear. No, not triplet. Trio. Trio. That's the one. Yes. Does this music sound different to you? Not sure. Okay. Do a flyby. Is it in the Hall of the Mountain King? I think it is. This game made me fall in love with classical music. You know? So I used to think I didn't like music. What I don't like is pop music and a lot of lyrical stuff. And that was all I heard. You know. But this is good stuff. Much better on the Amiga version of DOS as well. Let's be honest. Eat your heart out, pale blue dot. We're small pink blots. Yes, indeed. Let's go to Space Alton Towers. This little blob in the distance. Let's speed up time a little. There we are. Look at that. Look at this asteroid. That's cool. That's another thing. This game has asteroid mining. Good luck finding an asteroid by the time you can afford a mining laser. Yeah. Okay, where are we going? Let's go to Birmingham World. Everyone wants to go to Birmingham World. Boston base. So, it never occurred to me that that's probably named after Birmingham, Alabama, not Birmingham, UK. Although, no, because this is made by Brits, so it probably is. So why is it called Boston Base? Why is Boston in orbit of Birmingham? It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Speedy time. Let's put the background stars back on. There we are, that's better. Yeah. Should we try to have manual docking? Let's save first, shall we? I kind of want to try manual docking. No, not Jameson. Jim, Commander Jim. Yeah. No disc present. Alright, just stick it in round for now. Or there. Stick it there. DHL. What? Okay. I think I demonstrated this in the Frontier Fundamentals. Yeah, let's turn off the autopilot. I mean, I've kind of done it now already. The only problem is the... yeah, let's slow down a little. Yeah, it's not really a challenge when it's already lined you up. Here we go. Yeah, easy. So I've got to depict asteroid belts as being chock-a-block, but they'd be occasional tiny specks. Yeah, that's why the one thing I like is in Elite Dangerous, you actually go into the ring systems to do asteroid mining. And I don't know how realistic they are, because, like, how dense are they? I'm not sure. But that is going to be a place where they're going to be more... Oh, no! I hope this is cracked. It's the WHD load version, so it should be. Okay, let's sell our animal meat that we bought all that time ago. Cool. Alright, we have money. We have a lot of money. Well, not that much, really. Okay, let's see if I remember what the exports are here. Computers and robots, I remember. Farm machinery. And then, what's the imports at Sol? Farm machinery. Let's go with farm machinery and computers. We'll need some hydrogen fuel. Look at the cheekbones on these people. Could probably get mostly computers, actually. profit margin is usually bigger on the bigger items. No, we have to get some farm machinery. Alright. Yeah. How long till we can afford a new ship? A long time. Although an Adder's probably the next one up. Very first computer game played was the original Elite on a BBC Micro. 2 was the fancy upgraded game. Yeah, the long-awaited sequel. Oh, let's get a lifter. Yeah, for when you want to not be able to do anything. Yeah, it's great. What a pointless ship. Frontier first encounters as asteroid fields rings in some systems. Oh. Yeah, a lot of the things were unfinished. Yes, Clinton, that is quite dark indeed. Like, that doesn't seem right. Yeah. You buy it and put it on an asteroid. Oh, yeah, so you could... Your mining machine you had to put on a planet, but the mining laser, you, yeah. See people on a fast ship. Federal military. Do you want anything taken to Sol? Oh, Rust 154 for 250. Yeah. See people on a fast ship. It's never worth it. The amount it costs to go to to get a passenger cabin just doesn't make it worth it. You know. There's very much an optimal strategy here. We're upside down. Oh yeah, I know my engines are off. Let's get out there. How cool is this? Look at that. There we are. Very nice. Oh, we still got those missiles. We don't need those missiles. Oh well, I'll change them out later. That takes up cargo space, even though they're sitting outside your ship. But I think it's more about mass than space. Passenger missions could bug out too. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You had to make lots of saves to protect yourself from that. Okay. Hyper time, hyperspace time. Ah, the hut on hen's legs, I think. Is this one? So I usually go to Earth. Where should we go? Let's go to Paris. Why not? I usually go for the space stations. They're a little easier to leave and land on. I thought the subtle but obvious way to describe assassination missions. Encourage them to retire. Yeah. It's funny they still call it a bulletin board. Yeah, nowadays you'd go into a Discord. A Discord server. Dodgy assassination Discord server. I'll not be trying to land on the planet manually because... Let me show you something actually. If I save quickly. Okay, and then I put it in like triple speed? Double speed? Oh no, oh, it works. Okay, never mind. Usually that bugs out and breaks everything, but didn't this time. Okay, let's... Oh wait, now because these are not in stock, there might be some people on the bulletin boards who really want them and will pay more for them. It's worth looking. Ah, there we are. Robots will pay double. Oh, I don't have robots. Look at this dude, though. Look how shady this dude is. Like, what do you want with these robots? Small package Latau SETI system for 810. Will there be any problems? I think someone is following me. Why so much money? Some information cards. Information cards. Okay. Yeah, sure. What does that mean? Yeah. So I could go to a different starport and see if I can find... I'm going to do that. Because if you shop around, you can find... You can sometimes find... different places. Actually, let's have a look around on the. Is there Eiffel Tower around here? I can't remember if they included that. There's a giant factory. Yeah. It's probably still traffic problems in Paris. Yeah, I don't know if they do anything like that. Look at these. This is Paris is weird. Okay, wait. I should really hit pause. Okay, I'm about to crash because I'm stupid. Okay, wait. No, yeah. I played this game a lot, you know. It's a good thing I saved. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that properly. Let's just look in our rear view to get a nice look at the planet. Yeah. This is what Paris is like, everyone, in the future. Apparently they did a lot of de-urbanization. I mean, obviously it's limited graphics engine. This is something they've never done in Elite Dangerous. Planetary landings on urban planets, because honestly, it would be so much to do that. Now, we can just glitch this a bit. If I just put the autopilot on, go to the other side of the planet, just press instant speed and do that. But if I let that go in real time, the autopilot would fly straight into the planet, because it's not actually that smart. Okay, let's see what we got. Nerve gas. Look at that. Just right on the bulletin board. Hi, I'd like some nerve gas, please. Like, who is where's the police? Like, it's it's not even on the dark web. It's just right here. Yeah. Dial up to the bulletin board with your onboard 9600 baud modem. Yeah, exactly. If you land at London's a clock tower with Big Ben. Oh, yeah, let's check out London. Thank you, Techneligence. It's good to be playing this again. It's been a while. Let's see. No one here wants robots. Well, I mean, just this asshole wants nerve gas. Look, what's wrong with you? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, don't launch without permission. They'll shoot you down. Some of those posts are police traps. That's a good point. You're correct. If you try to sell to them, they will turn into... Yeah, isn't that entrapment? I don't know what laws are like in the 32nd century. 33rd century? Thank you, Borin. Borin Panas? I'm going to say Borin. Born in Panas. Born in Panas. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nerve gas is a Chanel perfume from the future. Sure it is. I taught you this game, E-West. So mention it's one of your all-time favourites. I'm delighted to hear that. That's awesome. Oh, that's a good point, Octurus. Yeah, they wear a police hat, probably, or something. Let's see. Where's London? See if we can find Big Ben. Yeah, so if you watch, it's just gonna face me towards the planet. Or is it? Am I wrong? Oh. I might be wrong. Look at that. It's actually... Oh, wait. I was mistaken. Look at that. It's actually pulling me around the planet. Oh. So much for me being the guy who knows everything about this game. Oh, sorry. That's my email. Didn't turn that off. Ah, now maybe it is... I'm going to save. Maybe it is going to crash me into the planet. Let's find out. Oh, okay. It's reorienting me. Huh. The autopilot's better than I remember. Maybe it's a different version. Maybe it's an updated version. Okay, let's see how well it does in real time. Yeah, I've been to Paris. It doesn't look like that. But it is 1,000 years in the future, so, you know, who knows? Who knows what they could have done. Yeah, it's taking a while, isn't it? Let's, oops. Try it in double speed. Look at that. And you can see, like, the shape of the continents and oh, well, okay. You could see the shape of the continents. What is he doing? Okay. Yep. Always got those mixed up. Yeah, you can see, like, some of the coastlines are a little weird. look at that. Scotland has just been, like, thinned out. It tapers to a point. Yeah, and is that Greenland or Iceland? It's just a sphere. And the less said about Europe, the better. Like, Italy's just been gone. Italy's just gone. You know. I mean, I know it's an approximation, right? There's only so accurate it can be, but still. Yeah, Italy's missing. It got stolen by Thargoids. So. Sweden, yeah, sort of. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's speed up just a little. See how we do on the approach. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now we're flying straight at the planet. Let's see how this goes. I feel like this is a bit of overkill for although we seem to be, if you look at the actual velocity here, we seem to be reversing our movement away from the planet. And now we're accelerating faster. Sahara's experiencing a hurricane. Yeah, climate change is a hell of a thing in the 3200s. Also, London's placement seems a little off. Don't you think? That's more like Bristol or something. Okay, let's see how it does on the final approach. I'd be surprised if this actually lands properly, but wasn't Earth entirely a desert? Yeah, yeah. I always thought that was that an error, or was that just because they didn't have time to finish it? Like, what the hell happened? It was only 50 years hence. You know, and is it fixed again by the time of Elite Dangerous? Because I never went to. Yeah, it looked like Venus. I never went to Earth because you needed a permit, and I never had it. Had the founder's permit, but they moved London to Oxford in 3200. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. The Thames apparently leads to a lake. It's yeah, a lot has changed. Can see the registries of the ships parked at London there. I think it might make it. I don't know. We are descending towards the planet quite rapidly. Yeah. Are we going to make it? I don't think so at this rate. Sorry, autopilot. I think you screwed up a little. It's because it doesn't really understand that the reverse thrusters are not good enough. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh! What the hell? How? Oh no. Yeah, it's too late. Never mind. Yeah, so autopilot, not so great. It's the intro to EastEnders. But low poly. It is, yes. Okay, let's do that like that. There we are. Okay, let's see. Removal required. Yeah, of course you don't want me. Computers, yay, we'll pay money. So, we get lots of money this way. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, should have had Max Star Dreamer. Yeah. No, you really need to. But, just was curious if they could pull it off. Let's not worry about the 1 ton of farming equipment. Okay, we're up to 33. What's it? Let's get rid of these stupid missiles because we don't need them. We don't need them. What are they? Homing missiles? There we are. So now we have 7 tons of cargo space. Could we get rid of anything else? What we could do, if we only move around through spaceports, space stations instead of planetary spaceports, we can free up another ton of cargo space. Cargo space, cargo road. Okay, major exports, liquor and luxury goods. Where do they go? They go to Barnard Star. They're only minor imports though, but you still make a bit of money. Can we afford the luxury goods? We can afford some luxury goods. And we'll of course need 1 ton of hydrogen fuel. Oops. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's go to Barnard Star. Oh yeah, we wanted to see if we can find Big Ben here. Of all the landmarks. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. London. Here we are at London. Okay, go up. Let's get some velocity. Okay, is that it? Is that it there? I'm not sure. The colours all glitch a bit sometimes. I think that might be it. Let's see if we can get closer. Okay, let's just pause, and then go to the external view and see if we can. Oh yeah, it's really struggling a little. Yeah, this obelisk here might be Big Ben. Oh yeah, that doesn't work when. Okay, let's see if we can. What? Oh, there we go. Oh, it just looks like a. Yeah, they moved the Washington Monument to London. Yeah, that doesn't seem like Big Ben. Maybe that was not in this version. Let's see if we can escape our doom here. Nope, we can't. Okay. Look at the housing density in London. That's just not. That's just. Where's all the terraced housing? Exactly, Anthony Struss, and welcome in. Luxury goods to Barnard Star, robust style. We can't afford full luxury goods yet because we're just starting out. Its reproduction comes from large Ben. Yes. Bigger Ben. Yes, I have too. I do remember seeing that as well. Okay, let's just get out of the atmosphere. Oh, undercarriage down. It may be damaged. I've never heard of it being damaged. Everything else got damaged, never the undercarriage. Dun 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 dun. I'm sorry. I love this music. I'm really trying hard not to sing along with it. Yeah. The time matching, that's a nice touch, isn't it? Should do some combat. Go somewhere with some pirates. If I get the radar scanner thingy, then I can potentially get some pirate bounties. I think that's how that works. But I don't remember. This is why I need to revise. I'm on the. Yeah, so if you just arrived, I will be on a podcast at some point. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm recording it soon. And Oh yeah, I remember this. It glitches out. If it's like... If you were scrolled down too far in the one below, you can't scroll up here unless you skip a whole day. That's annoying. Yeah, but we won't... These already have some in stock, so we won't find any... Brain go not work. We won't find any double price paying people. What can we... Radar mapper, there we are. So, what can we afford? What can we afford? Let's save before I do anything stupid. Always save. Yeah, because I think if you get a radar mapper and you destroy someone with a bounty, you will get that bounty. Opinions on things podcast? No, sorry, I forgot to complete one of my thought. On the DOS Game Club podcast. It's like a book club, but for DOS games and apparently Amiga games. But you know, it was on DOS, and they saw my Frontier Fundamentals series and wanted to have me on to chat about this game. So I'm doing a bit of revising. Let's get off the atmospheric shielding, get a radar mapper, and what kind of... Can we afford a 1 megawatt beam laser? We cannot, but we can afford a 5 megawatt pulse. So let's try that. This might be really foolish, but this is about minimum you need to... let's get 2 tons for a... let's get 3 actually, and refuel. So now we've got enough for an emergency jump. And now let's go somewhere that has probably a lot of pirates. I seem to remember Lalonde 25372 tends to have a bit of a pirate problem. So... Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it just Martin or Martin? I'm so sorry. I'm just going to say Martin. But yeah, good to see you. Ignore the J. Okay, Martin it is. Yeah, good to see you here. So Martin is one of the hosts on the podcast. So yeah. I can buy nerve gas from there. I'm not going to, because that's naughty. Yes. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of revising. Lalonde 21185. Okay, good. That's better for pirates. Where's that? There it is. Yeah, I remember now. Trust me, I know this game. I haven't played it in... Okay, so this is a hyperspace remnant. You can use this to follow other ships if you want to, but... We don't have a hyperspace analyzer, so... And we're not hunting cargo ships, we're hunting pirates. So, let's just do a little flyby of this nifty little Lynx bulk carrier. Wait a minute, is this too far away from me? It is. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Lalonde 25372, because I can't get to Lalonde 211850734765832, because... It's too far away. Let's just go here. Didn't even know at the time you were going to be on the show. Oh wait, sorry, I missed a question. Played this as a kid, figuring out through trial and error for hours on end. That was decades ago. So in order to get back into it, have you followed my tutorial? Nice. Didn't know I was going to be on the show. Yeah, I'm very excited too. Should be great. Okay, again we have asteroids, but they won't show up. I tell you, they'll show up the first few times you hyperspace. But after a while, maybe it's due to the ship you're in, I don't know. Because maybe your ship mass has something to do with where you emerge here. So, let's just travel to a system, a planet. Denver High, why not? Just remember we don't have atmospheric shielding, so we can't go on planets if they have atmospheres. Now we should, hopefully, get attacked quite quickly. Maybe not. Not enough pirates around here. So what we could do... we could just jump to... Yes, we can make it there. If we don't get... Let's just turn off our engines and just coast. No, nothing's coming for us. Let's go to the other level. Maybe clear stuff out in an area, you land in the system depending on mass. Yeah, possibly. You didn't have a manual. I actually had the actual box copy. I read the manual cover to cover. Ah, there we are. Okay, now this is where I show off my superior piloting skills. Let's save as a different number just in case I get immediately killed. That's a vote of confidence right there. Okay, here we are. The pulse laser's difficult. Okay, wait. Let's get our radar mapper going. Doesn't have a bounty. Oh well. Rubbish pirate. Rubbish pirate, get away from me. Oh, look at that! Sniping! Oh, yes. Who's your daddy? I feel weird saying that. Okay, another ship. So, the way to fight in this, that works best for me anyway, is to go into engines off mode and then manually apply thrust and reverse thrust with enter and shift. That way you oh yes, this one's got a bounty of 200. That's cool. That way you don't have to worry about, because when you're in manual control it will always try to match your acceleration vector to the direction you're facing. So that means you're always trying to fly at the direction you're facing, and that's not ideal. So it's better to take manual control. It allows you to dodge more effectively. I really should have got saved up for a beam laser. Would have overheated pretty quick though. So you can hear when I'm accelerating. Good thing is this is powerful enough to kill him in one hit if I can hit him. Oh, that was too close. Oh. Yeah, okay. He hit me a bit there. Oh! Yeah, how much damage have we sustained here? Just hull damage. Nothing else is damaged. Okay, we're good. 360, no cargo scoop. Exactly. Yes, that's what I meant. Let's see. I've missed a bit of chat. The thing I'm currently puzzled about is how do you know what ship you can afford other than attempting to buy it and see if it works out? Well, it's so I'll show you when we get to a starport. Let's do that. A bit grim to think about who's the father and how they're about to lose their son. Yeah. Ships are meant to take you 2 or 3 at a time, but speaking up time, line them up to one by one. Yeah, in First Encounters. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. That's going to be a problem. So I just launched a missile. Now that's going to kill me. I think I'm dead because if we take a little look, see, right here. See this missile? See how close it is? It's right there. My only hope is maximum thrust. Wasn't enough. Okay, so yeah. So my last save was before I got attacked. So no, it wasn't. Okay, never mind. What happened? Oh, it's because I didn't save. Should have saved. Never mind. Okay, so let's answer your question. Let's do some combat later. So if you go to new and reconditioned ships, we have here the cost and the part exchange value. So cost is like just base cost. Part exchange is how much you pay to sell your old ship and buy a new one at the same time. So we can see here the interplanetary shuttle will get 22,100. Do not buy the interplanetary shuttle. It is absolutely useless. It doesn't have any cargo space. It's literally just a car that someone uses to get from one place to another within system without even an autopilot. So yeah, it's kind of there just for lore reasons, I guess. Yeah, so part exchange is kind of the actual price. It's part exchange for your ship, but it doesn't include anything on your ship. So you want to sell everything in your ship except the hyperdrive. So the part exchange value is what you will pay in exchange for your ship, including the ship itself and the hyperdrive. All of this, the scanner, the automatic pilot, sell all that first because they don't take that into account for the part exchange. Yeah, so that's how that works. If you want more tips, watch my Frontier Fundamentals series. I may not have covered that, maybe I didn't. But yeah, you can see some of these. Like, so for example, I can get a Cobra Mark III for 87 grand, but I'll have no money. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. The original rear laser was a better way to fight. Yeah, I think you can get a rear laser in this, but I don't think it will make much difference. You can also get, on some ships they have a turret, which you could cheese a bit because you could rotate it in pause mode, get it into position, then unpause with your laser firing. Pretty cheesy if you ask me. Okay, so let's take off our atmospheric shielding. And we can probably take off the scanner as well, because if we're not fighting, we don't need it. And we can have as much cargo space as we want. So what are we buying? Computers and robots. I'm going to go with computers because the robots tend to have a little bit, like 1 ton in stock at Sol. So you don't you're less likely to get the double purchase price by from the bulletin board. Why is that not letting me accelerate? Might have shot between Barnard Star and Earth a bit more than I care to admit. Hey, that's exactly what I did. Because, especially on my Amiga 1200, it was the better way to play it, but still, combat was damn tough at those low frame rates. So you needed a beefier ship before you could even take on any enemies. Yeah, maybe we'll do something a little different, though. This is just basically min-maxing. You know, going between Earth and Barnard Star. Always makes me think of Hitchhikers. He talks about Barnard Star because that's where they're going. Ford and Arthur in the first part. Live an exciting life exploring space, or basically have a job. This is a commute. But you know what? This is quick, damn it! This is so quick compared to Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous. We could talk for 15 minutes in the time, well, maybe 5 minutes in the time it took for us to move between one star system and another. Outrageous disrespect for your time. It's quicker to go to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take us to Alpha Centauri and show you what I'm talking about. That it is quicker to take the longest journey to a starport in this than an average journey in Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous, the biggest sin it ever committed was not respecting your time, and it's just such a shame. It should have been single player. It should have had time speed up. But you can't have time speed up with a multiplayer game. It's impossible, you know. So yeah, they. It's a shame. It's a shame because if it weren't for that, I'd still be playing it. But it's too slow. It's too slow. You can play Frontier while traveling. Yeah, that's yeah. That, you know what would be funny is like having like 3 computers playing Elite Dangerous on 3 of them as you're traveling from one system to another. Problem is, no autopilot. Not really. There's sort of an autopilot, but it doesn't quite work right. It's like a frame shift drive cruise control thing. But yeah. The Lion Transport could shoot itself with its own turret. The Lion Transport, the less said about it, the better. It's an embarrassing ship. Yeah. Let's go to Wolf 359. No, let's not go to Wolf 359. It is a silly place. And there might be some Borg. Yeah. Let's just do this a couple more times till we get enough money to get a 1 megawatt pulse laser. But everyone wants to be able to play it, you know. Then do limited multiplayer, not MMO, you know, or yeah. I shouldn't turn this into a rant about Elite Dangerous. It's so impressive in so many ways, but it doesn't respect your time. Okay, let's go to Alpha Centauri. Let's do it. Let's go to Alpha Centauri. So the problem with Alpha Centauri, sorry about the noise, is it's a ternary system. So we have Alpha Centauri A and B, and then we have Proxima Centauri. So this is, how far is it? 963 AU away. And you'll end up like 8 or 10 AU away from A and B, from the A and B system. So the problem with that is you've got to travel all the way to Proxima to get to Eden Station here. And the problem with that is that it takes forever. But let's see, what are our imports here? This isn't a great place to actually travel. Fruit and veg, synthetic meat, medicines. What are our other exports? I think fruit and vegetables probably our best bet here. Yeah, fruit and veg. Let's buy some fruit and veg. This isn't going to be very profitable, but I need to show you. Also, we're going to take a lot more hydrogen fuel to refuel. So let's take a bunch and refuel. Actually, if I do it smart, we'll only need a couple tons, probably, because we can do it. If we fly manually, it won't take too long. No, I need to show you how it works without any input. Throw off the autopilot for more cargo. Yeah, I'm not flying all the way there with no autopilot. That's the thing. It's quicker in game time. It's a lot slower in real time to do it that way. Okay, let's go. Let's go to Alpha Centauri. So yeah. Let's time this, okay? From now. How long this takes. Okay, set a course for Alpha Centauri. Get out of mass lock. Okay. So there we are, right next to Alpha Centauri A. And then all the way out here we have Proxima. And Eden. Station. So you see it's 900 AU away. This is a problem. Let's save just here, just in case I get killed. There we go. So let's just sit back and see how long this takes. So yeah, in Elite Dangerous, this is what it's like in every travel. Except without the cool music. It does have good music, but there's not enough classical music for Elite Dangerous. Let's see. Remember trying to get the hyperdrive destroyed in the Imperial crew? Oh yes, because it's integrated, so you need to have it destroyed in order to replace it. Yeah. Karash, thank you. I'm glad you... Wait, target lost. What happened to Eden Station? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. False alarm, false alarm. Thought the station was destroyed. I just unclicked it again. There we are. This boxy little thing. Look at that. Okay. Autopilot engaged. My Frontier Fundamentals place inspired you to go back to the Elite rank. You never got an Omega. Wow, you got to Elite? You have to destroy so many ships. Restrict to Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I've read that. Elite Dangerous on a spinning hard drive takes forever to load a system while jumping. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah. I agree, Lucifer Star. I tried to transport a couple of tourists to Eden Station. Yeah, they don't like that because it takes forever, and they're like, "Oh, where are we there yet?" You know. Frameshift drive was a mistake. Hutton orbital run. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That is so this problem exists in Elite Dangerous, but it's exponentially worse. So like we're already half there. Even with a little, this is like a standard trip in Elite Dangerous, and I don't live it long. I'm not going to live long enough to make it a worthwhile endeavour to play Elite Dangerous. I'm sorry, I have other things to do. Manuals max thrust and 5 times speed. Yeah, I mean we can get there quicker, but this is just to show Even if you don't try to make it faster, it's still quicker. It's about the same speed as a regular travel in Elite Dangerous. Anyway, I've ranted about this enough. You can see it for yourself. Yeah. So we're not that far now. Another thing, yeah, okay, I'm going to stop ranting about it. We're playing Frontier, we're having a nice time. I need to turn my air conditioner off. It's bloody warm in here. I hope it won't be too noisy. Yeah, literally hours. Why would they design it like that? What were they thinking? You know, usually that's something you'll see in older games. I'm ranting about it still. Where it's just... the design is, like, absurd. Where it's so nonsense. Like, why would they do it that way? But this is a modern game. And they kind of backed themselves into a corner. They did. The last time I played Elite Dangerous was because they had that frame shift boost feature. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's we can go faster. Sure, it costs a little more, but no, you lose control. You just go way all over the place, and it's like, how is this fun? What are you doing? Anyway, yeah, I don't even mind the mile wide, inch deep problems. This is a mile wide, inch deep, right? But it doesn't waste your time in the same way. You know, it doesn't like. It doesn't take this long to go. If it took this long to go between each starport, that would be really annoying. But it's fine. Okay, let's sell our stupid fruit and veg for basically no profit. Okay, do we have any decent exports here? It's not even worth coming here. They have no exports. Great. Should we be able to select specific styles in the system? Yes, that would have helped. That would have helped. Yeah, because when you go to a system that looks like this, it's a real problem. There's some systems you just have to avoid completely. Okay, let's go back to Sol. Is there anything worth taking there? I mean, we could do some illegal goods. That'll be profitable. Let's do that, just to explore the possibility. What can we buy? Animal skins. We didn't need that much hydrogen fuel after all. Live animals. We'd need a cargo bay life support system for that. Let's see. Animal skins, hand weapons, battle weapons. Yeah, they're illegal too. Let's do the animal skins, I guess. Okay. Wait. Oh, I can't afford more animal skins. Okay. What else? Anything that might be... Oh, that's not right. It's a little glitch there. There we go. Take a small package to the Rust 154. We could do that. For a little extra money, go for Rust 154. Is it in range? Just barely. Okay, what are our imports here? So we can't do animal skins if we go here because they're an import. That's a waste of time. No, let's not worry about that. It's not worth it. How about federal military? No, nothing local. Nothing here. Okay, let's just go as is. Let's do some illegaling. Let's take some illegal animal skins to Sol system. Funny how in some games you feel bad about things and in others you don't. You know? I don't feel bad at all about terrible things that I do in Stellaris. But in a game like this or, you know, other planets... This is actually an interesting system. There's a bit of lore here. No, that's Sol. Alpha Centauri. Eden was the first planet on which liquid water was detected by spectroscopic methods in 2038. Now that's interesting. That is way past the actual time that we detected the first exoplanets. You know, and I think, have we discovered liquid water around other planets? I think we might have. A major driving force for the exploration of space. However, Eden turned out to be extremely inhospitable with the added danger of hard radiation from Proxima. Small research station Eden, but little less than the rest of the system. Yeah. Yeah, you need more than water. Corrosive atmosphere. Okay, let's go to Sol. But yeah, so at the time this game was made, there was no knowledge about any exoplanets. So all the planetary systems you see, they're all made up. Abraham Lincoln. I trap my enemies in spherical spheres. Spherical spheres? You got the Thargoid ship in Elite 3? Yeah. You can get that if you do the story. There's actually a story in Elite 3. You can put so many shield generators. Is it the variable overflow? That's hilarious. Oh yeah, we've been caught. Smuggling illegal goods. Never mind. Okay, let's see. Goods bought and sold. Here we are. Let's see if this one's a trap. Nope. We're good. So look how much money I made. I'm going to reload and try to cheat the system a bit here. Should have saved after that point, because you're not always caught. It's just like a random check to see if you're caught with. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Io here. A volcanic planet heated by the tidal forces of Jupiter's gravity. It's kind of incredible. It's a planet that is made hot not by its own internal generating force, but by the simple mechanical pressure of being pulled around by Jupiter. How crazy is that? Oh, I clicked off the autopilot there, off the autopilot target. Easily done. In Stellaris, you're doing stuff at a higher level. Yeah, exactly. You don't see who you're. But this, you're not really seeing anything. But you're still an individual. It feels more responsible. Whereas in that, you're kind of some gestalt entity of a giant mushroom sentient thingy. Yeah, let's save here. So I think we'll probably just be able to just try again. Truder, welcome in. This is the game that introduced you to my channel with the Frontier Fundamental series. Nice. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how that series came about. I mean, thingy. Okay, Baker's Trading Company. If you know, you know. There we go. Lots of money. Very good. In this sound to start playing every time I start my car to commute to work. Yeah. Watch someone Twitch streaming First Encounters at a ship with a waggling tail. Yeah, I remember that ship. It's like, why was it waggling? It's weird. Dr. Profinus, Tau Ceti, Alpha Centauri. See, this is the problem right here. Deliver some documents to Alpha Centauri by midnight on 15th of March. Excuse me? How? How is that possible? You can't get there that fast. It doesn't, like, just ridiculous. Deliver blank military cards to the Barnard Star System for 500 credits. Yes, sir. I'll do it. $500. Not dollars. The space dollars. Credits. How long until we get credits? Like, we're living in 2025. We should have credits. Let's, what are we selling here? What are we buying? What are you buying? How about some luxury goods? That's the ticket. Viewed Elite Dangerous and HD remastered this game and they made some mistakes. Yeah, but it ain't. If it was, that would be great, but it's not, because it's fundamentally different. Because it's multiplayer MMO instead of single player, and that's just. Wait, this was Barnard Star we're supposed to go to, right? Yes. Okay. Like, I'm wishing Elite Dangerous was single player. I am curious to see what happens when they shut down the servers, right? Because I think I heard that it has an end-of-life plan. So that means if they release the source code, or at least the server emulator, the possibilities are endless, right? Because then you can have a single-player instance of the Elite Dangerous world. How cool is that? Or even just a smaller community. You know. And if you could implement some kind of modding to that, so that you can like take away the time wasting parameters, then it could be better than it ever was. But this is a big contentious issue now. If you're familiar with the Stop Killing Games movement, and you should be, it's got more than 1 million signatures on the European Citizens Initiative, which means that game companies may be required to actually not destroy your purchases after a while because they feel like it. Probably only to games that are made in the future. It won't be retroactive, but are we going to fly into the star? No, we're fine. Okay. But yeah, that's an interesting situation. The jump alone takes over half a week. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. When you're in hyperspace, time is moving without you, which is also impossible in speed time till they acknowledge it. Hey, you've heard a thingy. It's giving me some music. Yeah, I made money. Good. Luxury goods. Sell them. Okay, we're up to 14 grand. Should be able to exactly Gears of Games. You know what I'm talking about. Frontier was how you found me, then you watched my Amiga vids. Thank you for your Frontier series. So you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. Pioneer Space Sim is the closest to seen. Yeah, I should give it a try. That should be a video. I should do that. There's lots of things I should do. Alright, let's go back to Seoul, and then we can equip ourselves for combat. I think. What do we want? Let's buy some computers. Computers! Yeah, oh, we should refuel as well, because it's funny how you get a rank in the military just for delivering some cards. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, can you take these blank cards to another place? And it's like, sure. It's like, you are a private now in the federal military. It's like, oh, really? I just delivered some blank cards. This is all you need to do. Like, it's like, yes, you are now. It's fully fledged thingy. Oh boy, what's it? Yeah. Anyone want to send me? Do you want to? No. Mr. Baker of Sirius Corp is no longer wanted. What did he do? Okay, let's go. Wibbly wobbly. Hyperspace cloud. Let's see. Seems so obvious. Awesome until I realized the problem. Thankfully, watching videos before buying. Oh, you're talking about, yeah. From the profile pics, we know the fabulous lipstick isn't in short supply. Indeed. Let's go to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Mars High. Okay. What have I missed in the chat? The flight mechanics are top notch in Elite Dangerous. I agree. Yeah, that's the problem. It could be great, but it's just something pulls Euro dollars in Cyberpunk to get short onto eddies. There's also dollar pounds in Red Dwarf. Gold pressed latinum in Star Trek. From experience, how the servers work due to internet lag issues. I think you need a small server farm. Everything is an instance. Yeah, but like, who knows what dedicated modders can do with this kind of stuff, you know. Okay, let's see if we have any. You can have, so one tip here: if they're selling, if they're buying double price, it will be a single line. It doesn't word wrap over to a second line, so you can just do this. If you see a single line, it could be. There's only like a couple of things that have that. That have that length of advertisement. So, yeah, you're not wrong, Nocturus. Sound is $1 a pound. Pioneer's free, so the only cost is time. Yeah, that's the tough part, honestly. Super Cruise Overdrive is Revitalized Elite Dangerous, but it looks like the Panzer Mark II might be missing the mark. I tried Super Cruise Overdrive, but it's like you're just way all over the place. It's like, how are you supposed to control that? Okay, let's have a save and see if we can equip ourselves for combat. Yes, combat. So we want at least a 1 megawatt beam laser. Yes, we do. Yes, please. That's going to be the bulk of our situation here, and a radar mapper and an ECM system, I think, because the missiles are annoying. Do we need anything else? Can we afford a shield generator? We can, but we can't fit it aboard with. Because the ECM system is is quite big, isn't it? So let's just get our 1 ton of hydrogen fuel. Yep, it's tough on this Elite Eagle long-range fighter. All right, let's begin our career as a pirate killer. It's gonna be tricky. So yeah, here's our ECM system and our radar mapper. We're all good to go. Now let's just wait for them to come to us. Wait for them to come to us. Wait for them to come to us. They're not coming. Okay, never mind. Maybe this isn't the right system. I thought it was. I thought this was the one. Oh well. Maybe we need to actually travel in to O'Rourke Depot. Cobra Mark 5? Cobra Mark 3 all the way. The new SCO optimized ship solved that problem? Okay. Maybe. Maybe I'll give it another try. But it's like, you have to pull teeth. You have to pay so much money, in-game money, but still, to just get to a point of basic functionality. Okay, well there were no pirates there. What gives? Ooh, this place is selling slaves. Do not like. Okay, let's go somewhere else. How about? Well, let's go to Wolf 359. It can be hard to actually find pirates sometimes. It's because I'm so fearsome and deadly that they're afraid of me. Cheating loads of money and fully kicking out a Panther Clipper. Didn't use my stuff, just flew around and blew people up. Yeah. Yeah. Mining machines are useless. They own you so little. All you'll get is minerals or water. Yeah, nothing's happening. Where are all the pirates at? I bought a laser beam and everything. And there's nowhere to be found. Oh well. Hi, Hostile Dark. Welcome in. And so, apologies to everyone I haven't said hello to. There's been a whole bunch of new... Roman Robot. That's funny. Elegant Mechanic, did I say hello to you? If I didn't say hello to you, it's not because I hate you, it's because there's a lot of chat and I'm losing track. Okay, we're not really finding any baddies, so... Can't go there, that requires a permit. Let's go to this one. I think I found some there before. Just flying around with our fearsome ship. Everyone's afraid of us. Let's save here. Okay, and then... Where are they? Need to track the pirates with space grog. Maybe I should have some cargo or something. I don't know if that actually... Hang on, let's try this. Broadcast message. Help, my ship is broken down. I don't know if this does anything. I still don't know. But it might draw in some pirates. Apparently not. We're just sitting here for a whole day. Oh well. Denver High. The fact that you hate us has no bearing on not saying hello. Exactly. Look for military missions that pay a lot. Those systems normally have pirates. Ah, good thinking. Yes, that's a good point, Truder. You can play solo, but the fact that it's the time scale in the game is real time, so it's like it's always X number of years ahead of real time, means that you can't have accelerating time in the game like you can here, and because of that, you can't speed up your journey. So you're always working through real time, and that has caused the time-wasting problem, which is the biggest problem in Elite Dangerous, in my opinion. Okay, let's look at... I don't think this place is federal military, so... Oh, and there's that. Yeah. Interface bug. Skip ahead. Do you know Brian, aka Space Game Junkie? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't... Oh, small package. 900 for a small package to the Wolf 359 system. Will there be any problems? I think someone's following me. Okay. I want more money. Manager's not looking to pay. I want half the money now. Okay, cool. Let's go to Wolf 359. And maybe we'll get attacked. And we can have some fun with lasers. Oops. No, not minerals. Hydrogen fuel. While we're here, let's refuel. And get another... hydrogen fuel. Okay, Wolf 359. Can we actually get there in one jump? We can. Very nice. Alright, let's save here. Always save. Which version are you playing? Oh, yes. I'm playing the WHD load version, so probably... what is it? -2, -2? Oh yeah, there it is. Imperial system. You Imperial scum. Really, they'll pay you by gems and precious metals, but because they're illegal. Right. Yeah. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's find out. We're going to take a package to Wolf 359 first. We might not get attacked at all. It was super cool in Star Trek, by the way, because I'd played this for years before I watched Best of Both Worlds, and then I mentioned Wolf 359. I'm like, I know that. That's right next door. That's like 5 light years away from Earth. Oh my god, the Borg. We're almost here. It's crazy. It's like such a cool detail. You know, that both this and Star Trek use real Star Trek star names. Does anyone ever accept I want all the money now? Maybe. I think they have, but you have to do a lot of missions and be really reliable. I think they do, yeah. Okay, where's my naughty person who's going to chase us down? Because no one's doing anything. Yeah, honestly, the problem is just a matter of how much time I want to spend on a game these days. You know, I just don't have the time. Collected the parcel, payment remained in full. Very good. Yes, it drives shelves long travel. Yeah, but I tried that, and it was horrible to try to use it. The last Elite Dangerous stream, you'll see my opinion on it. You know, but I've heard that you have special ships that are optimized for it. But that just means, well, I have to use those ships and not the ships I want to use. So yeah, great. Dangerous, almost a recreation of the first game. Almost. But it's that one flaw. No. Yeah. Okay, well, we're having a problem attracting any pirates. So I guess we'll just go back to what we were doing before. Never mind. I could have swapped. Like, let's try this system again, because it might work. Let's just save here. It worked before, didn't it? We had some attacks before, but I think there's a random element to whether pirates will generate in the system. Okay, so here we see these dots. These different colours indicate different sizes of ship. So I think that might mean that we have some pirates. Fairly sure David Bremen's watched Star Trek. Almost certainly, yes. There we go. Okay, we have some combat. Oh, I sold the scanner, didn't I? Okay, well, we have to do this the hard way. Okay, we can follow the beam. Where's the beam? There's the beam. It's the other side of the beam. Okay, stop. Let's do this the simple way. Pause the game. Go into external mode. Where is it? There it is. Okay, what do we have? Eagle Mark III. That's the Imperial variant, I believe. It's really Eagle Mark I, yes. I think it has slightly better acceleration and... I'm not sure, I can't remember the exact details. Okay, let's get some sideways velocity there. So what I did there, I turned to the side and engaged my rear thrusters because the beam was getting close to us. And now I'm reversing. Yeah! Did I get the bounty? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it didn't have a bounty. Yeah, I was just assuming it did. Okay. Alright. Wait for him to start firing. Go into external mode. Find him via the beam. There it is. Oh, that's quite close. Oh, it's not that close. Nice detail there. You can see the radar mapper. It's that like TV antenna on the bottom there. Okay. BH461. Why aren't you at your post? It's another Eagle Mark III. Okay. It's fiddly, but it's doable. Yeah! Bounty of 100 credits. Been paid. Another one. Where are you? There you are. Normally, pirates not showing up is a good thing. Yeah, well, when you're not doing any trading and you just want to blow some stuff up, it's a good time. Alright, probably another eagle. Yep. We have a whole squadron of eagles. So when you do this, you want to watch that that they don't crash into you for one, and that their beam doesn't intercept you. So I'm doing reverse thrust here so it doesn't crash me. There we are. Very good. We're doing okay. Oh, I like this track. Oh, there we are. Oh, pulsar laser. How quaint. What is that? That's something else. We need to... It's Osprey or something? Falcon. Close. It's one of these weird aero ships. Aero fighters. They're very maneuverable and very hard to hit, but they have even less cargo space than an Eagle long-range fighter. Gotcha. Let's save again. Under attack. I wish there was a way to change the FOV on this ship. That'd be nice. Another pulse laser. Oh. Should really... Another Falcon. It's no Millennium, Falcon. Let's see, I've missed some chat. Elite Dangerous VR was kind of cool. It wasn't enough to save it though. It's such a mad rendition of this tune, yeah it is. Lifetime pass for Elite Dangerous, all do is fly around Corellis slamming in between the metal rods. Slaloming? And I go to SC and I fall asleep. What's SC? Four-strut noob smasher. What? What does that mean? It's an old TV aerial. Yeah, it basically is. Why do I use the blue background for space instead of black? It's a good question. I don't know. I think it just looks nicer, you know? Let's fly into my beam. Whoop. First thrust. Gotcha. Oh, and we're out of pirates. Okay. Cool. So what did we make? We had like 8 grand, so we got like $400 quids, monies. Oh no, there's a couple more. You can see them on their way. Let's just wait. Are they coming? Yeah, I think so. There they are. Hi! Oh, he's got a slightly better pulse laser. Oh, it's an adder. The flying brick. Very easy to hit. Yeah, the blue space looks good. Buffo, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the series. The pirate was only 2 days away from retirement. Yeah, well, he shouldn't have attacked me. Oh, it's a night vision system. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let's save again, because I don't want to lose all this progress. Where are you? There you are. Gotcha. One. So the way you do evasive maneuvers in this is basically just face a lot of different directions and keep firing your thrusters. Makes it hard for them to lock on, so to speak. Oh, missile. Okay, ECM. Excellent. You pause, press E, the missile explodes. And they cry. He's only got an interplanetary drive. You loser. What's wrong with you? Where are you going to take all this ill-gotten shootingness? Come on. Damn little fighters, hard to hit. 8% hull, just give up. Oh, it's really fiddly. Oh, there we go. Okay. Super Cruise, that's what SC is. Right. People drop out of Super Cruise right behind the station. Yeah. Do pirates retire? Do pirates have pensions? I don't know. Piracy is interesting. Like, the way it worked historically, CGP Grey has a really interesting video on it. Like, it's not a traditional, like, command structure you expect on a ship, because everyone there is choosing to be there, and they all work for a share of the profits, not a wage. The quartermaster and the captain get a higher share, but other than that, everyone is free to come and go as they leave, and you can elect a new captain, not in battle. Things like that. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting social system on a pirate ship, at least historically. Because you could sign up for a ship in the regular navy or whatever, and you'd be lucky to make any money at all. Or you can be a pirate and oh shit, I got hit a bit, and make a lot more money. And quite often, when they were raiding ships, the captain wouldn't want to surrender, but the crew, they're like, I'm not getting killed for this wage, you can have the cargo. Is this Star Citizen? Yes, it is. That is correct, G. Jenner. This is exactly Star Citizen. You may have destroyed his hyperdrive, that's a good point. Pirates ever lose interplanetary shuttles? Yeah, they don't have weapons, so probably not. Okay, I think we're out of pirates. Yeah, okay, that was a good run. How much did we make? Like 600. It's still pretty... It's not very profitable in terms of time usage compared to trading, but it's a bit more fun. It varies things up a bit. But what really helps is if you can do trading and piracy at the same time. Not piracy, pirate hunting at the same time. Because then you can... You can do both. Mindstorm, hello, welcome in. It's been a while. Docking with a space station, rotate the chase camera to the front of the ship when you're entering the docking bay. It's a very cool angle. Okay. Do you mean like this? Yeah. Give me your cargo or I'll crash into you. A pirate flying an in-plane shuttle. To be fair, they kind of do that anyway, regardless of what they're flying. The other way, like this. Look, you can even see the pilot. And the little, like, heads-up display on the interior. It doesn't look like a lot of headroom, though. You fitted a 1 megamot beam, ECM, and radio mapper into the cramped Eagle? I did indeed. Just enough space for 1 ton of hydrogen fuel. Just because I wanted to do some shooting. Let's say hello, but I've got my own game of Frontier going back to now. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Martin. It's good to see you. And yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I might not play too much longer. I'm a little bit drained. And yeah, first letter of whatever, sure. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all we have time for, really. Because I'm hungry. And I got stuff to do this afternoon, so yeah. Is this on WinUAE? It is indeed. I am running the WHD version on WinUAE. Is there anything else we want to look over before I finish? Anything interesting and cool, fun that I've missed? Let's sell off some stuff. Oh, we can't sell off everything because this place doesn't have the capacity to do it. The bar that you've gotten from Seoul, I don't remember. I think I went to... Where is it? There's Polaris up here somewhere. I'm never going to find it like this. I definitely took some trips beyond. Let me just quickly look up something. So... Bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. Is it on Frontier Astro? No, it's on a different website. There's a bunch of like enthusiast websites that have some great information. Is it Frontier Astro? Let's see, if I just, like Rigel, for example. Frontierverse, Sharoma Frontierverse. There's a website. I'll link it here. I'll link it in the chat if I can. This is a list of all the some of the actual stars that exist. So let's check out, like, so for example, Rigel 92.6 is the sector. So that's. Wait, how do we do this? Oh yeah. So it's pretty far out. There it is. Real star, Rigel. Oh yeah, but we can't actually... we can't actually see the information because it's unexplored, because no one's been out that far. But I'm pretty sure I went to one of these systems, like Rigel or Betelgeuse 5914. Because like a lot of these, all of these are just randomly generated, right? So if we go to 5914. There it is. Betelgeuse. Another real star. Ah, system explored, no registered settlements. We can actually look at that. So here we have, look at the size of that. Right? We have the super giant star. And then Betelgeuse B, which is a pretty massive star in itself. You know, with just these... So there's nothing here. There's nothing to see. But there is this huge bloody star. And so that's kind of cool. That they've actually bothered to include some of these actual distant stars. 482 light years away. That's going to take a long way with a lot of fuel scooping to get that far and to see nothing. But it's still kind of cool that it exists. So, you know. Why it's so serious, indeed. So yeah. You never use the docking computer in Elite Dangerous. It's useful when you have a big ship. There was a hilarious moment in one of my Elite Dangerous streams where I wasn't paying attention and I got shot to death in the docking port because I was not taking too long. There is the wormhole bug, yeah, but it's fiddly. Yeah. Polaris is, yeah, oh, it doesn't appear on the star map poster. Full prefix. Yes, he's from somewhere in this vicinity. That's funny. It would be cool if there's some Easter eggs or something. I don't know that if there are. We can actually look at the system layout here. See, yeah, you can see the size of the planet, of the star, just by like how small the other star looks next to it. Like, look at that, right? Gives you some idea. So this is, yeah, it's just a dot compared to Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse. Ah! Okay. Yeah. They do really love their purple lipstick in the future, don't they? And their fun hats. That's something we've got to look forward to. So yeah, I'll post a video when the podcast is live. I don't know how long it'll be, probably a few months, because, you know, podcast cycles and that. But yeah, I'm going to be on the DOS Game Club podcast talking about this game, so yeah. Thanks for joining me, everyone. It's been fun. And let's get a nice view going, shall we? Yeah. This is Elite, Frontier Elite 2. I was about to say Elite Dangerous. It really ain't. But yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you around. Or should I say, I'll see you out there. Bye.